telling me you keep mask identities dwelling in under that masculinity. You gotta last. I cannot lift in the Machiavelli me up. This is crazy. This is crazy.
What it do, y'all? For those who don't know, I go by the name of Dreamy Alpha, and I'm always here with my homeboys,
Mo Golly,
Jeff.
and this is the last order. And just like we promised, we keeping Trailer Tuesdays rolling. So y'all already know when Marvel dropped on Monday. Shang-Chi trailer, you know what I'm saying? I've been excited for it for a minute because I grew up doing a lot of martial arts growing up, so that's kind of like the stuff that I really like to dig. But y'all know anything about Shang-Chi?
Nah, I actually know nothing about Shang-Chi, so I'm actually really excited to, you know what I'm saying, to see what this...
I ain't gonna lie, when I first heard it, I was like, what? Did they mean Shang Tsung?
Boy, no, that's not Mortal Kombat, but no, Shang-Chi is like, he was like a low-key character in the comic books. One time, you remember that time we went out to California?
Yeah.
I bought a 300-page volume comic book on him in California. Then when we went to Mexico, well, not we, but when I went to Mexico, I actually read it like on the beach, like and read the whole thing. But I do remember, from what I remember, is his father was this guy named like Manchu or something like that. And he's been training him his whole life to become pretty much an assassin for real. He was like in the comic, he was in isolation, like he didn't even meet people or whatever. So clearly he's probably gonna be a little social. Well, he was socially awkward in the comic book for real. Right. The comic book happened like in the 70s or something. It was like, I guess when Kung Fu was like a thing or whatever. It was also racist as hell. Like they'd be like, yeah, man, this yellow man, this man. Like they used to go crazy in that joint. I was like, oh yeah, this did come from the 70s, but it was kind of cool because Stan Lee didn't like sugarcoat it for real. Like he kind of left it how things were.
Yeah, how it was.
Bruh didn't even wear shoes in the comic books. They was joning on him in the comic books about how he ain't even wear shoes. He was like kind of like your answer. He was like, y'all don't want you don't want to feel the earth, the connection to the earth. Like yeah. He really said that in the comic books. But either way, long story short, his father trains him up to be an assassin. He goes to kill this first guy, and he realizes, oh shit, my father just sent me to kill someone who's actually a good guy and shit. And that's when once he realizes that guy was a good guy, he starts to think about who his father really is and what's right and what's wrong and thinking for himself for real. Then his father was like, oh, you don't want to fuck with me? Fuck you. I'm going to send everybody to kill you. And then, yeah, he sent like all the other assassins that he had trained him since a kid to come kill him. And I mean, that's how the comic book went. And then it was some scene Spider-Man showed up in a couple comic books and shit. Because he ended up coming to New York. That nigga was doing everything. Yeah, he went to Miami and the joint, all that shit. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
This gonna be a cool show.
And he was really about that shit. About
that action.
So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. I see they say it's in the Legend of the Ten Rings. I think they're supposed to be making what's that Iron Man villain? Mandarin. I think maybe that's supposed to be his father, but in the comic books it's Mandarin. Dude look Muslim. He look like he wearing a kufi and all that. But you know, y'all got anything else to say before we start?
I really know nothing about it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I ever heard of him. So like, I'm really just, I never heard of it until
it's all first time.
Yeah, so like, I'm really just so fresh, and you know, obviously, I'm gonna go back and do my research after I watch the trailer. And watch stuff, but yeah.
I want to see how this goes because I really haven't seen him in like he's been in modern day comic books, but like not like that run that he had like that was from the 70s. So let's check this out, y'all. I bet. Let me make sure this volume up.
Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi?
Oh, he beat that shit. Beat the block.
I gave you 10 years to live your life. And where did that get you?
Hey, that's my fucking man. That actor? Hey. Yo, alright, this gonna be lit.
You walked in my shadow.
Oh yeah, this gotta be real. Yo, this song is lit. I forgot his name. That's my guy.
Dangerous people in the world come kill you. Son, it's time
Yes. Oh, okay. Is that really Mandarin? You saw his hair? That was fucking Mandarin.
Hey, this Oh yeah, this gonna be a good show. I'll tell you his name.
Visions of bright.
Damn.
Sheesh.
Who are you?
Oh, he get that Marvel back. Living weapon.
Oh, that's him. I'd be mad as hell waking up.
You make a good team.
September 3rd.
Oh, that's gonna be
Gotcha.
lit.
And get into what I just saw, the action and everything. My man Simu Liu, dog. That's hey, dog. No, listen, bro. All right, so there's a show on Netflix called Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
Hilarious Canadian, nice little Canadian sitcom. It's all like, you know what I mean? It's all like that. He plays Jung Kim. My favorite character on the joint. That's why I just got so hyped, bro.
Yeah,
that's why I'm hyped off the strength of that.
He's been on Twitter yesterday. Apparently, was his birthday.
Yo.
And he was like, "Yo, they dropped it for my birthday. Oh my god, I'm Shang now."
This is a good come up for him. Like,
So what y'all think? It's tight. He don't even got no powers.
Yeah, but he just whooping people off the strength.
But the thing about, I want to know
It looks like-
because you saw the water and like all that situation. Like,
There gotta be. So his dad has powers.
so
He got
what I
powers.
think they're doing is
he
because
gotta
they say
have
the
powers.
Legend of the 10 Rings, the rings that Mandarin had in the comic books were magical, and I think they were alien rings. I don't even think they were from Earth or something like that.
Wow.
And they like controlled different elements. I'm not the biggest Iron Man fan. My little brother, shout out to Dreamy Yowie, he was actually the biggest thing. So maybe we should ask him one day. Like I ask him, follow him, shoot my talent. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah. But I'm definitely excited for this, like, cause it's like you're adding like a normal guy getting into like the mystical side of everything like that. For real, you know me, I love ninja stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's dope for me. I want to know who exactly is going to make an appearance like in his movie, because like now that Marvel has such a big universe, I don't think we're just gonna see.
Oh, so that's a movie.
That's a movie or is that a show?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
I finally get a nice karate flick.
Just knowing, if it's like that, and if he's gonna end up in New York, the people I'm thinking that could, not all of them would, but the people I'm thinking could make an appearance is Daredevil.
Doctor
see
Strange.
Daredevil.
Especially if you're dealing with mystical powers.
If you're dealing with mystical powers, I wouldn't be surprised if Doctor Strange, because that's stuff that he would get involved in, because he doesn't get involved in like Earthling stuff. But if somebody got powers and they change in time, that's when he steps in. Like, okay, you're doing too much.
Maybe
and,
Scarlet Witch too.
Scarlet Witch probably.
She's nowhere in New York, but I
You
don't
said-
know.
you
She
said
got some shit with her.
where was she, in Michigan?
Mm-mm.
Or Jersey?
She was, but
She was in
at
Jersey,
the end
so-
of that shit, she looked like she was in the mountainside of Sokovia, Nova Scotia, or
Something. like that.
Norway, or something. Like,
What's
didn't
it
look
called?
like America.
Danny Rand.
Iron Fist.
Yeah.
What about it?
That's it. It was all martial arts, man.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Danny Rand was. I mean, in the comic books was a lot more, but actually, I see a lot of people saying like he would beat the shit out of
Danny
Rand.
I don't want to
But,
disrespect Danny Rand like that so hard, but dude, y'all like that. I ain't gonna lie.
I think
but
in
I'm
the
not gonna
comic books
disrespect
they got into it though, because in the comic books I think Manchu is actually like, I'm not sure if he's like one of the part of the 10 Rings or one of the, somebody in the comic books please correct me, but I think he was either part of the Hand or he was part of the 10 Rings. Like, so I don't know exactly which one he was, but I know like him and Danny Rand, because they in Iron Fist, you know how they call him the immortal weapon or whatever, like they call him the living weapon or whatever. Like he was like, even in the comics he was like, yeah, I am Shang-Chi, I am the living weapon.
Because,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Because what I'm saying is if Iron Fist got chi,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's probably something to do with Chi.
Yeah,
There's something to do with Chi in this motherfucker for real. You know, there's a difference though, because you see how like with Danny Rand, they tried to like in the show, they must have picked up on that, like how Danny Rand first came to New York or whatever, and he just looked like a fish out of water. He was like, "Hey, I'm Danny Rand," but I guess they're not gonna go with that with this. He's already been in New York 10 years. Yeah. He's been normalized or whatever, and now they're calling him back to do.
He be turning up and stuff like that. Yeah. Clearly, you see, like he had a job as a valet driver. Mm-hmm. And he be turning up with his friends, so he's used to the culture. So he's not gonna be a fish out of water.
I think that might be a better fit. Maybe they should have did that with Danny Rand, but I guess that's a story for another day. Other than that,
man, I'm just waiting to see some good ass kicking, because from that trailer, a lot of people's getting their ass kicked. Mm-hmm. And we need a good martial arts movie, especially comic book wise.
I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen a really, really good martial arts movie that came out, like, you know,
with a new face.
Yeah, like
question.
Jackie Chan.
So remember in Endgame? Remember that scene where Hawkeye turned into Ronin and he killed all them like people in Japan and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Do you think this movie may come to like that point where, like, you know, because I think this takes place in between. I'm not sure if it takes place in between the blip or after the blip or which time it takes place, but I know like Hawkeye as a person is gonna have to pay for this, so maybe
he's Japanese.
In the comic books, I think I don't remember. I think maybe he was Chinese. I'm not sure. I really don't remember.
If you kill people in Japan.
But the thing about it was Hawkeye. It wasn't the one we saw that one scene of him in Japan.
So, you know,
but he had been in Mexico. He had body bags in Mexico. He did some shit in China. Like he had been everywhere. Like just crushing mafias and stuff.
That's not far off.
So we may see Hawkeye in this joint, like, you know, because I think, and especially because now they calling him Ronin for real, right. Shang-Chi. You might see Ronin in this type of thing because they're not giving him his own movie. I know they're giving Hawkeye his own show, but or are they? I remember hearing something about that. Oh, hey, y'all got anything else to say?
Can you run it back?
Yeah, hell yeah.
One more time. Bring it back, DJ.
It's the delight. New game. Seriously clean dishes, seriously good time.
They got my man Jung Kim, dog. Let's go. Go watch Kim's Convenience on Netflix, y'all.
Back out of it.
It's a little guilty pleasure of mine.
Official teaser.
Yeah, he remember. Cause I remember, like when you do kung fu, you always gotta hit on that joint. Like they used it to like build the callus in your fist or whatever. So it hurt a lot at first, but then you know, he doing the jump push.
10 years to live your life.
His family got money.
And where did that get you? In my shadow.
You see the powers right there?
Yeah, like something.
I trained you. So the most dangerous people in the world come kill you. Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
Oh, you see them power beams? That was probably what we saw.
It's not going to happen.
He said that's not going to happen. So you can tell his father wanted to do something villainous, but he's like, yeah. Ooh, you saw that big ass lion?
You really are.
Ooh.
Who are you?
Okay, so they're going with the comic book thing here, like, man, is that an I-8? Oh, just look at all these cars.
Just imagine.
You make a good team.
Oh, and they're in California. They're not in New York. The bus said California. Okay.
That's how you know it's not realistic. Because I was in California for so much time. I seen bus stops, but no buses.
And you was better off renting your own car in California, honestly.
For real. I ain't see no public transportation.
Yeah, so I guess there is going with the comic book thing where he is pretty much it looks like even here in the trailer, like he doesn't really remember his father in a good light. Like he trained him to be this living weapon, but he doesn't like yeah, and then he let him live his life or whatever. Maybe he's gone, gained connections to the people here. Maybe his father, wants him to do something crazy. He's in California. That leads me to believe, maybe we will see Hawkeye. Maybe we'll see maybe Ant-Man since he's in San Francisco. West Coast Avengers starting up. Or maybe this is for the young Avengers. I don't even know anymore. Like, Marvel has so much stuff going on, but y'all got anything else to say?
No, I think it is going to be young Avengers because I think they kind of moving away to a new...
They are, but they aren't. It's like...
They're going to space to take care of it.
Yeah, it's like half of them are going out in space.
There's gonna be like a bigger
new. It's just gonna be an age of new defenders of Earth. Okay. Me and Mo got the theory there's gonna be an age of new heroes, pretty much the young Avengers, and of course they're all gonna team up when it's gonna be like a mega Avengers movie and whatnot. But and that's gonna be like something like cosmic, like I don't know, like Galactus or Kang the Conqueror. I don't know who it's going to be, but I don't know. The way the Marvel stuff is unraveling right now, I don't know. Kang the Conqueror is a time traveler. Galactus is.
I'm thinking. A couple years ago, I was hearing it was Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a rumor I was hearing.
Is that? Oh no, I'm thinking of Cable.
Nah, that's from Deadpool. That's X-Men. That's in the X-Men.
Yeah.
He could show up now. We don't know.
I just remember back in the day when one movie would just affect that one movie.
It's bigger than that.
So much bigger than that now.
Everything matters.
Yeah.
So we got. I think we got that. I look like the Mandarin though. I'm hip. I'm hype. Not hip. I'm hype. I'm hip and I'm hype.
I can't wait for next show to drop. Now we need to go home and do some reading.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, I'm feeling this more than the comic books. In the comic books, he just was a dumbass walking around. He was like, "Yeah, you stupid, get on the boat." Yeah, but this is a whole lot more updated. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all haven't already, like, share, comment, subscribe. We got a whole bunch of trailers coming for y'all. Falcon and Winter Soldier this Friday.
Yes,
the finale.
Yeah,
y'all stay tuned. We gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? And y'all got anything else y'all want to rap to them about or say?
Man, look. Check out these Trailer Tuesdays, man. For real.
Trailer Tuesday.
Check this
Trailer
out.
Tuesday.
We know we be late, but look, we gonna dedicate the Tuesdays to the trailers. Like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's something crazy. Have we dedicated the Tuesdays to the trailers? You know what I'm saying?
And hey, come back Friday.
All right, y'all. And we out.